I wanted
Yeah.
to thank you for
Okay.
taking time to speak with me today.
Oh, I am the one who say thank you to you. Thanks to you.
I wanted to ask you, Tales and Dreams is out. I wanted to ask you if you could take me back in time and tell me how the band started.
Okay, well, we are in 2026 right now, so it's been 10 years ago.
Hmm.
Um, I've come to Tatuí City. That's the city I live right now. To study piano, classical piano, in a conservatory called Conservatório of Tatuí in Portuguese. And I met Felipe, that is the singer of Enorion here. Um, we just um, we just had the idea of playing power metal songs, Angra, Avantasia, Rhapsody, Halloween, Ed Guy, and stuff. And we started rehearsing, right, with some friends. And we've been playing for fun and to study, to understand the language, to experience being on the stage with our friends. And it was in 2016, the end of 2015. But in the 2016, we started playing, and I've came with the name. Um, and so I created the logo of the band, and later, I believe 2018, maybe, I was already studying. I was graduating in phonographic production, is the name of
Hmm.
the course. And I came with the idea of producing our own songs. So I started to build my home studio to buy microphones and stuff. And we were studying composition methods and stuff. And we started to work in on songs, autoral songs, and start recording. So that was tons of things happened to today, but that was the beginning. We just met in the conservatorio.
And this amazing album is out. And one of my
Thank.
favorite tracks on the album is actually the name of the band. I wanted to ask you, has this song been in the works for a long time?
Okay, can you repeat the question, please?
Yes. On this album, you have a song that is in the title of the band name. I wanted to ask you, has this song been a work in progress for a long time?
Wait, can you help me out, please?
Yeah, sure. He wants to know if the name, if Enorion,
Okay.
the title, the song
So,
Enorion,
mhm.
if you've been working on it for a long time, how
Okay,
old is the song?
if I've been working in the name in Orion, okay, that's the
Yeah, and the
question.
song Enorion.
About the song or about the name?
The song.
Oh, the
How,
song.
Okay, the song in Orion. Well, probably it's one of the oldest songs we've been working on. We started working composing this song with another friend back in the days, and we had some ideas, some riffs and stuff. um, and there was a moment when I needed to rewrite the whole song, and all alone I've built the song, the whole
mm,
song. And but the lyrics I wrote with Felipe. So I met
ah,
Felipe in the home studio someday. Oh, I have those ideas, you have these ideas, what can we match? And we work in the we had worked in this lyrics together for the Enorion. So probably it's been 2 years for the song to come out of the scratch to the final work, and
mhm.
later the recording process.
And on this album, my favorite track is called The Force. I wanted to ask if you could speak on that song.
Okay, the force is a song written by Felipe all by himself. He bought this song. No, the word I want is Ele trouxe, Kaique. How can I say that? He bring. I don't know. So Felipe just worked in the song all alone and showed to me the song. This is one of the songs we did not write in a score, because most of the songs we work in score. Like I use the music score is a software for the music sheets and all. But this is one of the songs we just work in the real life, just rehearsing together. But it's all from Felipe, the lyrics and the structure. I made just the process of the production and the orchestration for the song.
And the sound quality on this album is fantastic. I wanted
Thank
to
you very much.
ask you, were there any changes in the production end of the album?
Okay, the question is about the changes in the production.
Yes, the sound quality.
Well, I have my home studio, as I said. Um, when we start thinking how could we record the drums, I will start with the drums. Um, we think, well, we thought we can use the MIDI, the addictive drums or something, the VST,
Sure.
but we managed to found a good studio here in Tatuí, and we recorded the drums there. But the other things I've recorded in my home studio. So all the production is mine. I've recorded all these instruments. Some of the guitars, Chris Dragon recorded in his own house because he has a good guitar module song and all. But most of the things I recorded in my own studio, and I've been working in all the mix and mastering, editing, and stuff.
And the album artwork is amazing for this album. I wanted to ask you if you could speak on it conceptually and about the artist that is involved
Okay, about you want me to speak about the concept
and the artist that's involved in it.
in the order?
The
Sorry,
The
artist.
artist,
wait, não peguei, Kaique. Como?
artist, the artist.
Orquestra?
No, the artist. You, Felipe, Chris Dragon, everyone involved in the album,
Okay,
basically.
so the concept of the album and we and the artist.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need to say that first we was thinking about composing an album with songs that would tell a history, a fantasy story like an RPG, but with Brazilian elements, indigenous people, and stuff like that. I've started writing a story, but in the progress, we had different ideas. Felipe and I and other guys, and there was a point when we said, let's do a first a first debut album without a story, but including some elements of this lore that we can work better later. But I have already about 4 or 5 complete songs already about to be produced for the next
Sure.
album. But from this second album forward, we are going into a lore of a story and fantasy and stuff. But this first album was like, let's show our first ideas, our first work, our first compositions. What can we do? Let's show to the world what can we do, and start introducing our characters, our ideas about this lore that is coming. And about us, I don't know what can I say. Well, I can say that me, Felipe, and Chris studied in the same conservatory. So we had like the same teachers in average, the same matters we studied, methods of composition. About myself, Later, I studied phonograph production, as I said. Now I came back to the conservatory. Now I am a student again, but now I'm studying harpsichord in a historic performance music course, and and also I have a post degree in orchestration, like in musical composition orchestration.
Mhm.
Felipe and Christopher don't live close to me, next to me now. They live in another city, but Gabriel is from Tatuí, so we live close together. And right now, we don't have a fixed drummer and a bassist right now. The drummer that recorded the album is Andrea Luckner. He lives next to us, and he also he was a student from conservatory as well. But the drummer who played with us in the Fabio first tour in Brazil was Thiago Cairo, awesome drummer. And the bassist who recorded the album for us was our friend from Argentina, Chris Lozano. But the bassist who played with us and with Fablioni last year was Pablo Gilarducci, another fantastic bass player. He's from São Paulo, Brazil.
And now that the album is out, what can fans look for next? Will you tour?
Yeah, we want to tour. Well, I don't know if you got it, but I am also the keyboard player for another band called Alpha Quest. It's another
Mhm.
band that has Fablioni featuring in some 4 songs, maybe 5, but for now 4 songs. And we are planning to touring together. So
Oh,
there may be a tour with Enorion and Alpha Quest, maybe featuring Fablioni, maybe not. We don't know, we don't know yet, but it's for the next year, for the end of 2027. We are planning to do something Brazil and maybe Europe also. The our singer from the for the Alpha Quest is Max Cruz. He's from USA, by the way.
ah.
Yeah.
And along your musical journey, I wanted to ask you, what do you feel has been the best advice that has been given to you along the way?
Whoa, the best advice that's been given to me along the way. I don't know. Maybe it's probably a little bit generic, but not give up, because it's very hard, including in Brazil. It's very hard to produce. Technology is expensive. It's not for everyone. The very good stuff, the high end stuff, is not available for everyone. But to keep going and not give up. I believe it's generic, but the best advice that someone gave me.
And I wanted to ask you as well, before you go out and play live, are there certain warm-up techniques that you go through before you go on stage?
Wow, it depends on the person. For me personally, I don't do things in backstage before going to the stage, but it goes from person to person. I remember Thiago Cairo in each show, he spent like 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes warming up in a drum pad, you know, and with a metronome in the ears, like
Hmm.
100 BPM, 150, and 200 BPM, and warming up. Felipe sometimes do some stuff to warm his voice, but that's all I remember. I think the other guitar players. Well, no, maybe I've seen some guitar players like Christopher and Gabriel doing something in the guitar in the backstage. But personally, by myself, I don't do nothing in the day I play. I just go to play.
And we've talked about this amazing album. I wanted to ask you, what is the best way to get a hold of this album and any merchandise that you have?
Can you help me out, please?
Yeah, sure. He wants to know
Okay, your connection is not good.
people know about.
Repeat, please, Kaiki.
Yes.
Your connection is bad.
Oh, damn. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. Basically, he wants to know about the merchandising. How are we making people know about the album?
Okay. Well, we have a campaign, a crowdfunding campaign happening right now in a website called Catarse. I don't know if it's a Brazilian website, probably. I don't know. It's a platform for crowdfunding. And in this campaign, you can you can pay, you can give our some value. Like the minimum value is in our currency, reais, 10 reais, probably $4 or something, I believe is the minimum. But the more you give in the campaign to support us, the more you earn as rewards. So we have in the rewards t-shirts with the artwork. By the way, it's not AI generated, it's all human made. All the music, all the production, and the artwork as well is a friend of mine who called Vitor Maristani. He's the guy, he's the artwork, he's the artist
Mhm.
behind the artwork. And we have the t-shirts, we have professional guitar picks, we have the physical CD. I don't have it yet right now, but we are gonna um, uh, ask for the
Receive?
what? Sorry.
Yeah, the CDs are about to arrive, right? You have
Excellent.
already
Yes, yes, yes,
they're about to be delivered.
yes. So the name of the supporters will be on the CD as well. We also have 3D printed action figures with
Wow.
some characters in our lore, like Ayanga, the spirit of the forest from the
Mhm.
Tupi Guarani people, that is indigenous people from Brazil. The angel from Vis Divina, that is the song featuring Fabilione. So we have those statuettes or this action figures there. What I'm forgetting.
The mug,
uh, oh yeah, the mug. Let me show you. We have like
wooden
medieval.
mug, very beautiful. Also
Yes,
handmade.
it's wooden. It's all wood and
Wow.
steel.
That
It
is
was
amazing.
it's handmade by a friend of us in São Paulo.
Mhm.
This what's the name of this part in English? I don't know how to
It's the
say, but
grip. Isn't it
the
a
grip,
grip?
okay, the grip. The grip
Yes.
I'm not sure.
has the same shape of the N here, the end
Yes.
of our logo. So we have also this those mugs in our rewards of our campaign. So right now, I would say that people can join, can help us in the campaign, but it will end in this Friday. So we have just 2 days, maybe one day, depending on when people will watch this video. And after that, probably we will open to merch. We are still thinking about it, like a store online or something.
Hmm. And speaking of this album and the wonderful story that is involved in it, is there consideration of releasing a book as far as an accompaniment to the album?
Absolutely, I am thinking about this maybe for a year or more. I don't know yet, but absolutely, that's one of my goals, my personal goals, is to write the whole story. And I am thinking about maybe in how can I say um, como seria HQ, Kaique?
Uh, Good question. Cartoons? I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Wait. Let me see.
Magazine.
No, it's not comics. It's
Comics.
simple.
Yeah, true.
Comics.
I am thinking about making comics soon with this story. It's a goal for me.
And lastly, my friend, I wanted to ask you if you could give a message to your fans, what message would you give them?
Well, the first is don't give up. Okay, go behind your dreams. No, go chase your dreams. Okay, and mainly for people who want to work with music, I advise you to organize yourself. Sometimes I see that we have much talented people involved in music that have a good creativity, good technique, but don't have the organization to do stuff. And when we talk about building a band or things that involves more person, you need to understand that it's a business.
Sure.
So you need to manage the team and not just I want things to be done in my way. It won't work. At least you have tons of money and you can pay people for doing things you want. Okay, but if you want to build something with people, you need to
Mm.
organize and to open talk with people
Can
and
I
do
jump in?
things. Okay, of course, please,
Yeah, so if I would love to give an advice also in the name of Enorian.
please.
Monetize. I think that's pretty important for artists as well.
Okay.
We all love to do something. We all have our passions, but to not do it for free. Like all bands, they're business. Rafael is totally right about this. They're all business, and you need to know how to monetize it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because Robert, here in Brazil, sometimes guys who own bar shops and stuff, and how can I say the showrooms, those guys just call the bands that just started, and hey guys, do you want to play here? I'm gonna give you beer. Like, no, please.
Mm.
But people do it. People
Sure.
do it. That's a problem.
Yes. Um, as we were talking about being organized, if you
Yes.
would see the desk that is in front of me, Einstein would have said I am a genius because you cannot find anything on my desk.
Okay, but I believe you find your own things, no?
Yes.
You can it's
Absolutely.
organized for you. Just
Well, I
kidding.
wanted to thank you personally for taking time to speak with me today and for
Thank you,
creating an
Robert.
album that made me go backwards in your catalog to check your material out. You truly took me over with the story behind this, and I look forward to the next chapter of the story.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Robert. I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you, my friend, and you have a great rest of your day.
Thank
Yeah.
you. So for you as
Um,
well.
Take care.
Robert,
Take care, my friends.
Robert,
Yes,
are we also allowed to make questions to you?
sure.
Yeah, because I have a few if you don't mind.
No, not
Um,
at all.
yeah, how did you come across Enorion? Where did you hear about the band and what
From Europe.
draw
Um,
your interest in them?
I get a lot of my information from actually my fan base. A lot of my fan base send me stuff and they'll say, "Hey, check this album out, check this
Cool.
album out." And so it helps me because a lot of releases get released in Europe before here.
Okay.
So it gives me a heads up on things that are coming. So when bands of mine in Europe, because I'm in 92 countries, so
Oh
I get
wow,
I get stuff from fans all over, and they'll be like, because I'm for bands that are trying to break it, and there's a lot of great bands that aren't getting the exposure that they deserve, and you're
that's
one of them,
that
my
includes
friend.
Enorion. I think it's severely underrated, unfortunately. So you're telling me it was basically organically.
Yes,
Wow, that's pretty
That's great.
impressive.
That's great. Yes.
I usually review 20 to 30 albums a week,
Cool.
Whoa.
and then I
Yeah.
start sending out invites upon because usually about 20 to 30 releases a week that I see that's out circulating, so I try to check out as much as I can.
Yeah, and how many of them are from like totally, completely independent bands, like in Orion? Like they don't have any kind
99%
of label
of
or
my
anything.
interviews,
Wow.
99% of my interviews are independent.
Wow,
It's
that's
honorable.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
What are the sizes more or less in terms of fan base?
It just varies, you know.
Yeah,
I'll get some interviews that'll get 5, 6 hits, and I've had some that had 500 hits. It just depends. You know, basically, I have a certain amount of followers that follow what I do, but It depends also on the fan base of the band I'm interviewing as well.
Yeah, sure. That's it. Anyway, it's pretty nice to hear that Enorion is growing enough to to be heard all around the globe.
Yeah, it's a pleasure for
Absolutely.
me. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I think as the story progresses, things are only going to get even stronger.
Nice. Thank you. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Well, thank you, my friends, again, and you have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah, you
For
do the
you as
same.
well.
Cheers.